A few days ago, I said I would do a video recapping just Nicki's run, and here it is, but before we start, I'd like to ask you to subscribe. Thanks. As you've likely heard by now, last weekend's biggest tournament was Don't Park on the Grass, and many people went on insane runs, but to me the most impressive and out of nowhere run was definitely Nicki's run. He cruised through round 1 and 2 pools pretty easily, beating Jerome J and B-Nuts in round 1. In round 2, he had slightly harder matches, having to play Snap and Dawson, but his first big challenge would come in the form of J-Mook. J-Mook had written off the Sheik Ice Climbers matchup as too bad for Sheik, so naturally, he went arguably the third worst character in the game, Zelda, and the set would end up going to Nicki in a tight game 5, with the first of many major upsets, with this one in particular being over last year's rank 3. After this set, Nicki would have to play against SDJ, and although Nicki put up a good fight, SDJ would take it 3-1 because Ice Climbers don't do very well against floaty characters. Coming off this loss to a floaty, he would have to play another one immediately after being Aura, who plays Peach, which is one of, if not the worst matchup between all of the high tiers. However, Nicki made it seem like the opposite should be true, with a 3-1 victory over this summer's 30th best player. Nicki would continue his streak against floaties, playing against Swedish Delight, the Sheik player. Well, apparently Swedish has a Pocket Peach because he managed to beat Nicki in game 1, but after Nicki counterpicked a Stadium, Peach's worst stage, Swedish would pick Game & Watch of all characters. This forced Nicki to get off Ices and return to his X-main of Fox just to play it safe. Nicki would ultimately win the set in another tight game 5, but with the only player besides the Gods and God Slayers to defeat Armada post-2010 down, the road ahead was a long and treacherous one. To get into top 8 through losers, Nicki had to play the summer rank 13 Axe, who he upset in a swift 3-0, eliminating one of the two greatest mid-tier mains to ever play the game at 9th place. Even with all these incredible wins, Nicki still had a mountain to climb, having to play Cody in Winners Round 1. Many thought it was over for the mid-tier hero right then and there, as Cody was ranked first on last year's ranking, but Nicki had other plans in mind.
Yeah. You gotta take it out like this, yo.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is the former #1 player in the world, and you're going toe-to-toe with one climber? Insane.
Survive, invisible hands are behind you just now. If you ever win that race against beach, then you the king, cause it's no man's land. Masters in heavy rain, ultimately Spain, make shall slay, what they done is in vain. Counting AK-47, 24/7, but you gotta let it persecuted by heaven. Comes from the direction, no indication. You got to let it move first, let it out, let it down, let it inside, let loose, let it in, depress. Let's get it up, then what you gonna lose, jump or hammer down. Drop, ride, drop, hammer, take it like a labor. You got blood all over, ash all over, spit it out, song game's over. Tear up the fear, the end is coming in, spit it out like a spear, I'll burn it dread. No soul, robust, be bust, justice to the man with no life. Tear up the fear, the end is coming in, spit it out like
No jump off. He went from being down 3-1 to just block.
no soul, robust, be bust, justice to the man with no life.
I will.
And Cody, 7th place. Nicki in shock. Got the W. Still in the.
Even with the impossible accomplished, Cody was only half of 2023's story, and the other half had just fallen to losers by the hands of Aklo. The player was Zayn Nagami. Even in the Cody set, Cody was just coming off a break, and therefore some might have chalked up the win to being a fluke, since Cody might not have been playing his best, but what followed would shock the Melee community to its very core.
Whatever it takes.
When wobbling was banned. Like, don't get it.
You became close, it's no man's land. Masters in heavy rain, ultimately fame. Make shouts, slay, what they done is in vain. Counting Nicki 47, 24/7, but you got 11 persecuted by heaven. Comes from the direction, no indication. You got to let it move first. Let it out, let it down, let it inside, let loose, let it in, depress. Let's get it up. Then what you gonna do is drop a hammer down.
Back to play the platform. If you can kill the backup climber. Oh my God. That's so scary.
Jumps around. No way, he was too low.
Coming in, spit it out like a spear, I'll burn the track. No soul, must be bust, justice to the man with no life. Tear up the fear, the end is coming in, spit it out like a spear, I'll burn the track.
He just lost the 1v1 to Nada.
That's really bad.
With no life. Invisible hands are behind you just now. If you ever win that race against speech, then you can't close this no man's land. Now slave, what they done is in vain. Counting Nicki 47, 24/7, but you got 11 persecuted by heaven. Comes from the direction, no indication. You got to let it move first, let it out, let it down, let it.
Wake up! Oh no! He has to do it!
He's gone! 3-0 and a handshake! What is this tournament on, bro?
With a nice back.
Nicki had done it, and it wasn't even close. This was already one of, if not the single best run of the year, but Nicki put a cherry on top when he beat Josh Man in a convincing 3-1 set. This tournament was easily the most entertaining one of the year, and this was just one of many incredible storylines at this event that any other event would have been the highlight easily. But out of all of them, Nicki's incredible run will definitely be the one that's most remembered. Thanks for watching to the end, and goodbye.